Hi, welcome to your channel Inglés para tu vida. My name is Gisela and today we are going to talk about an interesting topic. The topic of today is how to prepare a short speech. Hola, soy Gisela del canal Inglés para tu vida y el tema que vamos a trabajar hoy es cómo preparar un discurso breve, una presentación oral breve que muchas veces se nos solicita en los colegios, en las escuelas, en las universidades e institutos. Lo primero que debes hacer es, the first thing that you should do is select a topic you are familiar with, right? Selecciona un tema con el cual estés familiarizado. Yo primero te voy a dar los pasos y después te voy a mostrar un ejemplo personal. For example, if you like talking about football, you can talk about it. If you like talking about food, you can talk about it. If you love horses, also if there is a hobby that you practice, if it's there a hobby that you have, you can choose, first of all, something that you really are familiar with. Number 2, start with an introduction. It's very important when you talk about something that you start with an introduction. Why this topic is important for you, right? Why do you like talking about it? Lo segundo que es importante es comenzar con una breve introducción del tema que te gusta, es decir, por qué este tema es importante para ti, ¿sí? Number 3, use connectors to link your ideas. Es importante que usemos los conectores para unir nuestras ideas. Como conectores tenemos, por ejemplo, aquí first, then, next. Ahí también podríamos colocar la palabra, por aquí, after, so, ¿sí? Todo este tipo de conectores nos van a ayudar a unir nuestras ideas. Tenemos first, then, next, after, so, finally, ¿sí? Okay, at the end of your speech, conclude with the ideas that are the most important. Al final de tu presentación oral, al final del discurso que estés dando, por muy pequeño que sea, es bueno concluir con las ideas que fueron más importantes o más resaltantes de todo este conjunto. And finally, thank the audience for listening to you and pay attention to your speech. Agradece a la audiencia por escucharte y por poner atención a tu discurso, a tus ideas y a tu presentación oral, ¿sí? Todos estos aspectos que son muy sencillos y muy cortos te van a ayudar a representar o a dar una mejor muestra de tu aprendizaje en inglés, si este es el caso. Ahora vamos a pasar a la parte práctica. Ok. Number 1. Select a topic you are familiar with. Well, as you know, I love very much plants. Actually, I have, in one part of my house, I have 2 or 3 plants. I love plants, so select a topic you're familiar with. I'm very fond of plants. I love gardening. I don't have a garden because I live in a flat, but this is my favorite topic, talking about plants. This is artificial, an artificial plant, but I love the natural ones too. The artificials are very beautiful too. Start with an introduction. Why this topic is important for you? All right. This topic is important for me because when I was a child, my mother loved very much plants and she had many plants, even if I also lived in a small flat, but she had plants that were indoors plants. That's why I started loving having plants, roses, flowers, everywhere. They are lovely. Use connectors to link your ideas. Well, first, the topic of today is gardening. This is my hobby. I can tell you that I love this because when I was a child, my mother used to have some plants in my house and I started loving them since I was a little kid. Next, when I moved to my actual apartment, I started buying some small plants. Some of them grew and some other died. Perhaps I used too much water on them and that's the reason why they were dead. After I bought a big plant that I have in the laundry part of my house. I bought it 8 years ago or 9 years ago when I had a special rabbit who died. So I bought this plant, not instead of my rabbit, but in a way to have something alive in the place where he lived. Finally, I have 3 plants or 4 plants in the laundry part of my house, and I love them very much because I think that I'm in contact with the nature too. Alright? At the end of your speech, conclude with ideas that are the most important. Well, as I said, it's very important to have passion and love for the plants, no matter if in this case they are artificial or natural. Both of them give special meaning for people who have flats, for example in my case, which are small flats, but they also decorate, make us feel that we are in contact with the nature, and I love it. It's important that you check the level of water that you pour on them, because as I said in my speech, sometimes I use too much water on them, and that's the reason why they were dying, I think. Alright? Thank the audience for listening to you and pay attention to your speech. In this moment I can say, for example, thank you so much for listening to this short and brief speech. In this case, as I said, I have an artificial plant. I love it because it has a heart. It's made of stone. I think it's a kind of nice decoration, and I have it with me because it's amazing and it's lovely. Thanks all of you for this. And that's all. ¿Ok? Entonces, con este ejemplo nosotros hemos visto cómo se utiliza todas estas técnicas que estamos aplicando cuando vamos a dar un discurso breve, una presentación oral pequeña o mediana o también un poco extensa. Espero que todos estos consejos les hayan ayudado muchísimo, estoy segura que sí. Recuerden de suscribirse al canal Inglés para tu Vida. Ya estamos yendo hacia el video 1000. Como les digo siempre, no es una competencia de quién tiene más videos, pero son videos que han ido creciendo poco a poco y se han ido multiplicando durante estos casi 2 años y medio que vengo trabajando con el canal Inglés para tu Vida, intentando que logres tu objetivo de aprender inglés y que sientas que este canal realmente está comprometido con tu aprendizaje. Visita la lista de reproducción del canal, escríbeme si tienes alguna duda, alguna pregunta, y al final del video aparece un circulito con la fotografía de quien le habla y allí le puedes dar clic y asegúrate de estar suscrito, de darle clic a la campanita sonora para que te llegue la notificación cada vez que pongamos video. Muchas gracias por tu atención. Bye.